Around our ICT governance and the reporting of projects. So I think this links back to our benefits realisation, where after a project's deployed, nobody goes back to look and see how it's actually doing and if it's working well or not. Lots of people that we spoke to felt that the projects were ICT-led, so even though initially people were going out and looking at it from a business process, it then felt once the project was going on that it was just being led by the ICT, it was being led by the software that they purchased to do the project, etc. They felt the decisions were not transparent, so we have an information strategy panel and they decide which projects are going to be funded for that year. And then sometimes those projects are changed and some are dropped and some are bumped up, and that decision isn't shared with anyone. So the people whose project have been bumped are usually quite disappointed and they don't understand why. They also felt that the information strategy panel who make these decisions were not held accountable, so they didn't report anywhere, they didn't justify their decision anywhere, so they could pretty much in theory do what they want and nobody would question them. On the flip side, we also had people telling us that they felt the information strategy panel didn't actually have any decision-making authority, so there was completely no understanding about what this panel does and what their authority was. And it was perceived that learning information services were the ones who were making the decisions. So the recommendations were obviously to introduce enterprise architecture, to have an ICT governance review, and to really look at communications around projects and ICT governance.